All right, friend who's a boy, maiden voyage with the new hot water heater or pressure washer. Yeah, it's definitely warmer. And we're gonna do a little super clean stuff here. Okay, the only problem is super clean. You sent me all these small bottles. Kind of hard to spray a tractor down with a small bottle, but I guess that's what we're doing. Especially on these really shitty spots. We'll find out how well it works. This is the foaming agent. Next time, send me something I can hook the hose into. Like a 5-gallon can of this concentrate. I'm only gonna do this one side. See how it works. Gotta switch hands. Hands getting tired. Put the foaming stuff on one side and compare it to the other side without it. Your spray bottle is I don't know if there's another. It just says on and off, so there's no way to get it sprayed in a better pattern. Wow, this is tiring on the hands. Oh, how'd you like that little spin around? I don't know how well this experiment's gonna work, because you're sending this stuff to a farmer who's trying to wash a tractor with a squirt bottle. Not exactly ideal, but we'll find out. I mean, at least where the foam is, we'll be able to tell. Not an ideal situation. I don't know, I guess we let it sit for a minute. And then you can try this side. And look, it's Chelsea. Oh, and look, friend whose boy's wearing the super clean hat. Chelsea's wearing his. All right, super clean, if you're watching, be more than happy to do this again this fall with something other than a damn squirt bottle, because this is kind of a little ridiculous, to be honest. I am going to try the degreaser on that greasy generator, but I don't know, start in the back and let's see what happens. We got 4 of the 5 tractors out. The 8235 still in the back of the shop. And yes, we have the heat on. So we're washing with hot water. Let's see what the difference between these two fenders look like. Not sure we're going to see a huge difference, to be honest, because with hot water it's going to clean better. This tractor needs it the worst. Or the most, I should say, because it looks the worst. Because this obviously has been out all winter long, getting salt, shit from the roads all over it, and the plow. So at least over there I sprayed some super clean where it's shitty and salty. Here I didn't. We'll see what the difference is. Like I said, with hot water, not sure we're going to see a huge difference. We'll find out. But I can see, you know, doing something small with this, but pretty tough to spray down a tractor with that. Alright, I will say that fender that had super clean on it doesn't have the dirt still left on it like that one does, and the streaks. So I guess that foaming agent did a pretty good job on that right fender. Let me go spray the left fender, and if that stuff comes off, let this sit for a minute and see if this one cleans up as good as that other one did. This one left some shitty streaks. Sorry for spinning you all around. So far I like the hot water pressure, or washing, better than I do the cold, that's for sure. But Jeff, you're right. Once you go with the hot water, you'll never go back to cold. Yes, Jeremy, I need a haircut. I'm gonna go see Jim's wife Tammy here shortly. It's almost April 1st. This washer has got the handle that he's got his left hand on. You can rotate it to a low pressure, rotate it back to a high pressure. Yeah, go ahead and hit that now and let's see if it cleans it up. Alright, hit that side where it's been foamed. Just go right around this side of the tractor. That soap up top there. We're not going to worry about getting on the rope. Just keep working your way right to the front when you're done. Alright, that fender looks a little better. That's just faded paint, so I don't know. In all honesty, it's too hard to do this with, like I said, the little spray bottle. Now, you gotta have something you can hook that line into that'll soap the whole thing down first really good and then wash it off. But we'll see what it does, what we did. Okay, well, he's doing that here in the old dairy barn. Our water comes in underneath there. I got a bale on it and a board and some insulation in there. Comes underground from our house into the old heifer barn there, which is where we have the water hooked up now. Tees goes across the road to my parents' house, and also tees and comes into the barn right underground here. Well, apparently it had a little bit of water left in the ball valve, because when I turned it on down there this morning, bammo. So, and it's a Sunday, so it's not like the hardware is open. So I gotta replace all that line, go into that plastic, just to be on the safe side, because it's all old, and put new line in there. Luckily, because like I said, it obviously had a little bit of water left in it that was froze. I had it off, had the water drained, but there must have been a little, but oh well. Friend who's a boy is washing the gator. Chelsea's doing her usual, watching. Hey, you're like Robbie, Captain Sweatpants.
These are my outside clothes.
All right.
My jeans are too expensive.
I have this degreaser. The generator hasn't been cleaned in quite some time.
Yeah, I touch it and then my hands are black.
And has quite a bit of nastiness on it, so we are going to put some of this degreaser on it. Well, it's a foaming stuff. It's supposed to spray on there and let it set for a little bit, dissolve the grease. So we're gonna find out.
Just spray it off, or is it just kind of...
Yeah, you wash it off. Well, not great on camera here, folks, because the spray bottle ain't cooperating the best, but there, I put quite a bit of it on there.
It's like going down.
Yeah. Not liking what the bottle does, but we'll see what it does to jeans when I just wiped it off on my jeans. How bad I pissed your mother off and my jeans end up with a hole in them. But we will let that set for a few minutes like it says, and we will find out. I don't care what that does to the paint on that. So far the other stuff, I know it's my fault. The directions say spray it on a small area and see what it, you know, how it affects the paint, but as it's drying, it's kind of blotchy. So I'm not sure it did wonders for the paint, but obviously I did not use it after I used it on this tractor. And if you look at this side, I got in the hood and the side, and now we'll go over to the other side where I didn't spray it, and you don't really see that. So I don't know, do you guys just make a soap, you know, where you can foam the whole machine down? All right, moment of truth with the degreaser. Let's see what it does. Keep in mind we're using hot water also, that helps. Definitely taking the grease off pretty good, and that shit was on there pretty thick. Get the back side of it a little too, Skylar. Grease? Is that grease or is that rust?
I think that's rust.
That's rust. All right. Well, the degreaser hit the.
Oh, there's a little bit right there.
Hit that too. The tray of it. Pressure, you know, just the washing with the hot water is obviously doing a lot for us compared to washing with cold. But it is taking longer to get that off than what it did that up there that I sprayed the super clean degreaser on. So I guess I will say the degreaser seems to do a good job. I don't know how bad this is on paint. I don't give a shit on the generator. But see, here's another degreaser. Same thing. It's, well, this one's not a foam. I don't know. This one's similar to that aerosol can, but the foam stuff, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be too gentle on paint, so that concerns me a little. I don't know what it would be like. You know, you gotta remember, most all these tractors today are plastic on some parts, metal on others. I don't know. The degreaser seems to work good. Alright. Got some of this wheel cleaner stuff. Seeing Skylar's washing my truck, we're gonna put it on the back wheels here and see what it does. Yay, another foaming thing.
You don't like those?
Well, they're not the easiest thing in the world to use. Suppose it probably said, you know, check your paint first, but a little too late. Any product that you have to check to see if it hurts your paint, you shouldn't be using anyhow. So here in a minute, hit this back wheel, Skylar. I'll do the other one. No, I'm not a fan of squirt bottles like this when you're trying to do large surfaces, but this isn't a huge surface, so we'll see what it does to the rims. Put a little on the tires too. I'm not worried about fading the paint on the old tire. He's already done the front rim on the other side, so a little late for that. Give that a minute and then hit it and see what it looks like. I don't know. I'm in a pissy mood today anyhow, but may not have been the day to do super cleans. Oh, by the way, they have floor absorbent. Yeah, go to, what do we got? Stickers in here too. Huh, directions too. Guess you should read those first. Super clean works best with cold water, and it is important to never let super clean dry on the surface. Well, if it only works with cold water, I bought a hot water pressure washer. I want to use the hot water. If you want to know how the floor stuff works, go watch the Haven Farms. I'm not going to put oil on my floor. Alright, he already washed this tractor. I don't know how great he got down here, but I did see him get down here. But you can see a lot of grease built up from and oil and stuff from, you know, the outlets leaking and around the PTO. So this will be a good test for this aerosol stuff that I used on the generator. So I'm going to use it here also and see how it does. Now I know, granted, I just told you, helps if you read the directions first. And they say cold water, best with cold water. Doesn't say you can't use hot water, but here's my theory. I spent $2,900 on a hot water pressure washer because I knew it would do a better job than cold. Why would I continue to use cold and buy products to help take the grease off? So let's see what it does. I plan on continuing to use hot water because it does such a nice job. Don't like how your bottle pisses all over after the fact, but let's see what this, give this a few minutes like they say. So don't let it dry, but let it be on long enough to soak into the grease and oil. Let's go look and see what the wheels look like. Give that a couple minutes and then hit that real good and see if we can get the rest of that grease off. Alright, so maybe it's the hot water, but as you can see, it leaves it streaky. So maybe the only way you can use this product is with cold water. But I don't know. Let's go see the other one. Nice and shiny other than the streakiness.
What?
But let's compare it to the front. See, with the front, we don't really get so much of the streakiness. So I don't know what the deal is with that stuff. It says use with cold water, or best with cold water. Oh well, helps if you read the directions. But, all right, hit that and let's see what it does. Definitely taking the grease off. But is it the hot water taking the grease off, or is it the super clean taking the grease off?
A little bit of both.
Get some of that too. See all that? So yeah, I think it's a combination of both getting it off, because
It
it's
seems like it comes off easier.
it's getting it definitely clean. That's all shit too. Get that. I don't know, definitely taking it off, but we are using hot water and they say not to. But like Jeff or Mo says, the hot water I'll love, because that's gonna clean things better than the cold water did anyhow. So here's the new beast, which we didn't put anything on. She's purty now. Got any of that little bit of salt that was on it? Oh, got a spot here on the front he needs to get. Yes, I'm picky. Hey, do the front again. All right, one more quick thing. These two, you know, like ads about their stuff were, as you can tell by all the folds in them, folded up in the box with this piece of paper in between them. So I never bothered to see, but it says, works best with cold water. And it is important to never let super clean dry on the surface. Okay, I don't think we really did that. But, and then they give you this chart here. And under farm equipment, it says full strength. Because there's other ones that say 3 parts water, 1 part super clean, 8 parts water, 1 part super clean for the different things to wash. Anyways, I'm not hating the product. Like I said, the degreaser I didn't like how the can foamed so much after the fact. The stuff I put on here, not so much. I mean, you can see the streaks. Your floor dry, go to DeHaven Family Farms. You can see where he made a mess of his shop floor. I'll use it eventually when we start changing oils. I'm sure it does a good job. It seemed to do a decent job for Chris. I use this stuff right here, right now. And all I'm gonna say is when it comes to floor dry, check out, see what price per pound is on stuff.